What's going on, everyone? I'm Joshua Thomas and you're watching Jehu Film, and I've got my rule-breaking hat on. And what do I have here? Well, these are the 10 instant shooting tips that come on the cover of every cartridge of I-type film. This is the regular I-type film, of course, as different films may come with different covers, but we have the 10 instant shooting tips. It took me a whole year to collect all 10 of them, as I tell you what, number 3, one clue, light behind you, was just like the toughest one to collect. I could never seem to get it, but I have them all. And it's really nice that they come with these instant shooting tips. It's a nice reminder of little things you can do to help improve upon your Polaroid photos. But what happens if we decide to discard one of these instant shooting tips and instead do the exact opposite? Well, that's what I'm going to do with instant shooting tip number 4, shield it from light till the picture's in sight. I figure since it's the summer and we've got plenty of light outside from the direct sun, except for not now because it's partly cloudy out there, and well, hopefully it changes. We'll see what happens if instead we expose our photo to direct light while it's developing. But I'll go even a little bit further than that. I want to try and capture something interesting or unique. I still want to try and capture art while breaking the rule. I want to break the rule and still come out with something cool. Let's get started. That noise you hear in the background is a train, which is kind of keeping me from filming right now. Also the clouds. Of all the days to want to film, this is a cloudy day. Of course, there's blue sky. It's just not where the sun is. I need the sun to be out from behind the clouds. Just for 15 minutes. Alright, y'all. I think we're pretty much there. The sun looks like it's going to be out for a good 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to get a shot of these plants real quick. I'm actually going to get 3 shots. One of them is going to be our test, or our control, I should say, which is where I'm going to put it in the pouch that comes for Polaroid cameras. 2 is going to be the test, which is where I'm going to put it in direct sunlight. But then 3 is going to be something I try to do artistic. And in this case, we're going to put a piece of ice in the middle of one of the photographs and see what happens. So let's get started. All right, here we go. My subject is going to be these flowers right here. And, well, let's see what we can get. I'm going to turn my camera on. I'm going to toss the film into the sunlight where it will develop for a good 15 minutes, and we will see what we get. Shot number 1. Shot number 1 is going directly into the sunlight. Shot number 2 is also going into the sunlight, but we're going to put a piece of ice on it. And then shot number 3 is going to go into some temperature control where it is going to hopefully develop the way it's supposed to develop. Let's go. Oh man, the piece of ice doesn't want to stay on it. I might have to hold it there. Some spots are starting to appear. Some highlight spots are starting to appear on the one that doesn't have ice on it. I wonder what that could mean. If that has to do with the sunlight or if that's just a blemish on the film itself. So now let's move this a little bit. Let's see if it's just going to slide back into place. The sun just went behind the clouds, moving this cold water around on here. Right now, not quite sure what the difference is going to be. They're both looking a little on the warm side. And yeah, we're definitely behind the clouds now with the sun. And there is a pretty thick cloud. It's gonna the rest of this photo is going to develop in the shade, but the ground is still pretty hot. Okay, so the sun has gone behind the clouds again. Oh wait, is it going to come back out? It might come back out for a little bit. Maybe I was wrong. Nevertheless, the photos still have some time to develop. I don't know if the ice did anything different, as I'm just looking at it. Yep, here comes the sun again. We've still got a good 5 to 10 minutes to really let these fully develop. So I'm going to leave them here, and then I'm going to check on my control, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, definitely looking, well, very faded or burnt. I can't wait to see the final image, and man, I should have chosen a flatter surface to put the ice photo on. So we'll see. Well, I gotta say, I enjoyed that experiment, and I think I can safely say that we broke tip number 4. So we definitely put this in direct sunlight, which is about the brightest light you can get. But did I succeed in creating something artistic by breaking this rule? And I gotta say, probably not. Looking at the difference between the full sun image and the full sun image that had ice on it, the only thing I can say is that the one that had ice on it did preserve some of the green colors a little bit more, but I think it was that initial time in the sun that, you know, before I got the piece of ice on there, that kind of sealed its fate and gave it that very, very faded amber look to it. The one that was in full sun also had, I don't know, these dots on it. I guess it could just be a chemical issue, or maybe it was also something to do with the roller. But the control, which was developed in roughly 70-degree indoor temperatures, came out looking pretty good. This was all filmed on the Polaroid Flip, and I think, yeah, I think the control turned out to be a very nice photo. And I'll leave it up to you. Did I create a piece of artwork by breaking tip number 4? Leave a comment below and let me know. And let me know if you've also broken tip number 4, whether on purpose or accidentally. Thank you guys for watching Jehu Film, and stay tuned for more rule-breaking Polaroid videos. See you guys next time.